Hi, this is Captain Al Lorenzetti for Skimmeroutdoors.com and Trophy Tackle, bringing you the weekend update and fishing forecast. This for the weekend of July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and finally looks like we're going to have a nice weekend. Weather report is very good. Winds varying, out of the north, out of the southwest, but nothing heavy. 5 to 10, maybe 15 in the afternoon. You know how that goes. But decent weather and definitely an offshore weekend. So talk about offshore first. I mean, it's Shark City out there. Anyone who's interested in shark fishing, now is the time to do it. Bobby Highland, friend of mine, he had to thresh a shark in 60 feet of water. I think it was just under 200 pounds. There are some bigger ones in there. I had a blue shark swim up to the boat the other day in 40 feet of water. It was maybe $1.25. Small makos are out there as well, right close to the beach and all the way on out. So, I think you get into that area that I like to fish, that 125 to 150 foot depth. And it should be an excellent weekend for that. Also, the bite is picking up. The tuna bite and big eye starting to show in the Hudson Canyon, and there's some bluefin as well. So offshore, it looks like it's going to be great. And hey, if you can get on it, deep water wreck, I'm sure you're still going to catch codfish. The water down deep in the ocean is still cold, so there'll be codfish on those wrecks. On the inshore scene, it's gotten pretty tough because the brown tide now is really, really bad. It's filled the entire bay and it's filtering out to the inlet. So, as far as a fishing window goes inside for fluke or striped bass or whatever else you're fishing for, you really got to hit the last couple hours of the ebb tide and the first couple hours of the flood to have the cleaner water. I'm not saying you can't catch at other times, but of course the catch is going to be down. Bunker pods still out there. There are bass on them, but it's gotten a little bit thin, and now you have to know what you're doing. You're just not going to go out there, sit on a pod and catch fish. You have to know there are certain subtle techniques you can use that help you out. So that's all I can say. You're going to have to work for it. I'm working for it every day. I'm still catching, but it's gotten a little bit sparse, and the fish are a little bit trickier. And I think maybe the shark population has something to do with it. These sharks are in between. They may be scaring the bass off into deeper water or keeping them from settling down and getting on the bunker pods. But all I can say is there are fish out there, and it's certainly worth fishing when you get a decent day. And it looks like we're going to have 3 nice days for getting out in the ocean and working those pods. Fluke fishing, I heard, has picked up. I got a report the fish finder had some really nice fish around the inlet area the other day. 6 and 7 pounders mixed in and a bunch of keepers. So, that's gotten better, thank God. And haven't given offshore a shot yet, but I'm going to be doing that. So I think the offshore fluke scene should be happening pretty soon. And like I said, I'll work on that and report on it. So that's about it. And I know I'll just mention the Bayshore Mako tournament was postponed. It's either going to be the weekend after the July 4th weekend or the weekend after that. I'm not sure of the dates, but check it out. That tournament is still up and it's going to be a go. So that's it for this week. Apologize for not being here last week. We had technical problems and Tim was away and I couldn't do the homegrown version. But anyway, we should be pretty consistent from here on in. All right, Captain Al, get out there, be safe, have fun, catch 'em up.